Would you believe all of this came out of my dry vent pipe? Watch how to clean the lint out of your dryer and your dryer vent pipe. Ignoring this can lead to a fire. In fact, there are news reports on this issue you can watch later. I have the link below. To do this job, the first thing you need to know is what setup do you have. Some houses, the dryer vents through the other side of the wall next to the dryer. Others, like I have, the vent pipe is in the wall and vents out a gooseneck vent on the roof of the house. If you're not sure, see if there's a vent cover like this outside on the other side of the wall. If you notice the vent cover is high on the exterior wall, then most likely there's a vent pipe in the wall. Knowing what setup you have will determine what cleaning kit you will need to buy. I got this dry vent cleaning kit from Amazon for $30. It comes with 30 feet of flexible rods. I could have gotten a 20 feet one and it would have been a lot cheaper. I picked this kit because it comes with items to clean the lint from the dryer as well as items to clean the vent pipes. Let me show you what this kit came with. A skinny brush you screw into the rods. Some gloves. A large round vent brush that also screws into the rods. There's also a drill attachment in this bag. Tape for the rod joints. A vacuum attachment. A long flexible brush. Vent pipe attachments. This is where you attach the vacuum and run the rods through. It looks like you can use different sizes of shop vac hoses with this attachment. This is what you use to clean inside the dryer lint trap. It looks like it connects to this end here. A bag that holds the rods. These are super flexible. And the instructions. So here are all the pieces. Here's my shop vac hose. You put this together like this. The vacuum hose goes in here. You're also going to need a shop vac, some pliers. A drill is optional, but I strongly recommend you get one, even if it's a cheap one. I'm going to start on the roof at the gooseneck. If you're not familiarized with a vent gooseneck, this is how it works. There's a small door inside of it, and when the dryer is turned on, the heated air pushes the door open, letting the heated air out. When it stops, the door closes back, preventing small critters from entering it. There's also a wire mesh here to keep larger critters from getting in as well. I don't think this vent pipe has ever been cleaned, so I need to remove the wire mesh. To remove it, you can bend the front of the gooseneck like this. Then pull the wire mesh out. Do this one time, then you shouldn't have to do this again if you clean the pipe once a year. I had to do this because there's too much lint on the outside of the little door in the gooseneck, and it affects how it operates. Stick your hand in and pull the lint out. I can't believe all of this was in here, and this is just the gooseneck. Let's see what the small door looks like. Do not put the wire mesh back. This helps collect lint, and it's also a code violations in some areas. Bend the gooseneck back how it was. Now, for the inside. Remove the lint catching tray. Let's see what the inside of it looks like. Use the flat attachment with the shop vac. Use the long flexible brush, then vacuum again. After the third round, this is what it looks like inside of it now. Much better. Vacuum the tray just because. Put it back. Turn the dryer on for a little while, then turn it off. Doing this will suck any loose lint towards the back of the dryer and up the pipe. You could also use the skinny brush that screws into the rods to clean the inside of here too. Now pull the dryer out. What you want to look for is if you see heavy lint back here. If you do, that means there's a hole somewhere in the hose, or the hose is no longer attached to either the dryer or the wall. Unplug it. Inspect the hose. Look for any tears and holes. If there is, you'll have to replace the hose. Lift it. If it feels heavy, it might be that there's lint sitting inside of it. The hose is either attached with a zip tie, aluminum tape, or like this, with a clamp. Use a flathead screwdriver to remove it. I like to use my 4-in-1 screwdriver with the bit removed. Look inside the dryer pipe. Not too bad. Remove the other end of the hose from the wall. Then look inside. Look inside the hose. Pull the hose together so you can see all the way through it. See the big lint ball in there? Pull everything out until you can see through it. So far we got all this lint out, plus what we took out the gooseneck. Let me sweep this up real quick. This is how to clean inside the dryer with the kit. Use this attachment. Pop this off. Get this brush. It also comes with this drill bit. Screw the rod on the brush. Put it through here. Attach the drill bit to the rod. Now the shop vac hose will go inside of here. For that, remove this part here. Then this will go inside of here like that. Take this setup and put it in the dryer vent pipe. The fit is not the best, but it's in there. It will pop off easily. You could use tape to hold it in place, but I'm just going to keep a hand on it. Attach the drill. It is very important to have the drill in the drop position, not reverse. If you reverse, the rods will come detached from the brush or the other rods. You don't want that to happen while it's in the pipe. You'll be in a world of doo-doo if that happens. Turn the vacuum on, hold the attachment, then use the drill. Move it back and forth a couple of times. Turn the vac off. Detach the drill bit from the rod by holding the rod tightly and tapping on the drill trigger while in the reverse position. Now add another rod to the rod that's in the vent by screwing it together. Screw the drill bit to the new rod by putting the drill in the drive position now and tapping the trigger. Now make sure the attachment is back in position. Hold it, turn the vacuum back on. Use the drill again, moving it back and forth. This part is done. Remove it. Let's see how it looks now. Better. Now to clean the pipe that's in the wall. There's 30 feet of rods in this bag. Each rod is 16 inches long. I measured the wall from the floor to the ceiling, and it's about 8 feet. I also know there's about another 4 feet of pipe in the attic to the gooseneck on the roof. So let's say I need 13 feet of rod. That's about 10 rods. I have 2 attached already, so I'll just take out the remaining rods I'm going to use and place it at an easy grab location. Doing this lets me know how far along I'm in the process. If you look inside the pipe, you see that it makes a sharp turn upwards in the wall. I also noticed the pipe is a little discombobulated, so getting the attachments to sit in place wasn't really going to work. It sat in place, but not good. I could use tape to hold it, but I didn't feel like getting the tape. I decided to hold it in place again. I set myself up, put the rod with the skinny brush end in the pipe. Use the skinny brush head first. Run it through the attachment. Set the attachment on the pipe. Attach the drill to the rod. Turn the vacuum on. Hold the attachment and run the drill back and forth a couple of times. Again, run the drill in a forward position, not reverse. You don't want the rod detaching while in the pipe. Stop the vacuum and remove the rod from the drill bit. I noticed it was kind of hard to unscrew the rod from the drill bit, so use pliers to hold the rod tight while tapping on the drill trigger in the reverse position. It works great. Repeat this process until you used all your rods you laid out. Another thing I noticed was every time I added a new rod, pushing the rod in the pipe was a little bit difficult. You have to use the drill and move it back and forth in order to be able to push the rod further up the pipe. You can kind of feel when you reach the top. When you do, pull the rods back out, unscrewing them as you do. Don't forget to hold the rod with the pliers when doing this. Now follow the same procedure, but this time use the bigger round brush head attachment. The first attachment breaks up the lint and clears it out. The second cleans the walls of the pipes. When you're done, reattach the hose back to the dryer and the wall. Push the dryer back. Make sure not to pinch the flexible vent hose. Turn the dryer back on. Let it run for like 20 seconds and then turn it back off. You're done. Let's see how much lint came out of the pipe. This is crazy. This is a must do for all homeowners. Anyway, don't forget to share my channel with people you think this might be helpful to. Hit the like button, bell, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.